This video covers Chapter 3, Exercise 3.3, Document Presets and Application Preferences. So you're going to be setting up a document preset, learning how to load and export saved presets, and learn how to set application defaults with no document open. So we'll go ahead and go to File, New Document. In the New Document dialog, choose Digital Publishing for the intent. Leave number of pages set to 1. And ensure that the primary text frame checkbox is checked. Primary text frame. Enter 2048 for width. Close here. .2048 for width, and then 1536 pixels for height. And leave columns set to 1, which is here. Leave the margin set to the default, which is 36 pixels. Click the disclosure triangle to the left of the words bleed and slug. And ensure that all bleed and slugs are set to 0. We're not dealing with that because we're not doing a print document at this time. Although slug could possibly be needed in digital cases. Okay, so click and save preset button at the upper right of the panel. And that would be save preset, and you want to make that, we're going to go ahead and name it iPad Retina. Click OK to close and save the preset dialog. And then OK to create your new document. There you go. Okay, step 4, go to File, Document Presets, Define. Click the Load button and browse to Chapter 3 Exercises folders. Mine are on my desktop. And then you're going to select the Web Banner Presets file and click Open to add a collection of the most the most common web banner sizes to the list of saved presets. So say Open. You can click OK to close the Document Presets dialog box. You can see that all those presets were added. Step 5, press Control plus or Command plus once or twice to zoom in or out. That's a quick way. Control is on the PC. Command would be on the Mac. You want to see the entire page and then some of the pasteboards surrounding it, which we have enough here and here. If you zoom out too far, press Control or Command plus to zoom back in again. Press Control R or Command R. Do a Command R to show the rules if they are not already visible. So mine were visible, and you just have to make sure that you show those rulers. Note the document dimensions. Pixels are the default unit of measure for documents created using web or digital publishing intent. So let's go to File, Document Setup, because I think we're gonna change that. Choose iPad from the page size drop-down. And note that the values in the width and height fields change to 1024 by 768. They're automatically customized that way for default. Click OK to apply the new dimensions to your document. You should see the document jump to its new smaller size, but check the rulers to confirm the change. Okay. Using the selection tool, I'm going to go ahead and Command plus sign to get it just a little bit closer, and yes, it has changed. Using the selection tool, click the text frame on the page to select it. Okay, I've got that selected. Mouse over the page badge at the upper left of the frame to see the pop-up tooltip indicating that the story is from the master's primary text flow. Hover over and you can see a little tooltip that says this story is from the master's primary text flow. Note that the text frame is inset from the edge of the page by 36 pixels as indicated by the X and Y coordinates. You can see that up in this area, 36 pixels. Right at the X and Y, and displayed in the control panel at the top of the screen. The X and Y coordinates confirm that the margin settings were maintained despite the changed document dimensions. Okay, step 11, double-click the A master page icon in the top section of the Pages panel to display the A master page in the document window. So bump open that Pages panel. Okay, I'm on the A master now. You know that by it being blue. Go to Layout, Margins, and Columns. When the dialog opens, click the link icon to unlock it. It's unlocked. And to enable assignment of separate margin values for each top, bottom, left, and right. That's what we're going to do. So step 14, using the selection tool, mouse over the sizing handle at the center of the upper edge of the text frame. You can click OK to close that dialog box. Now using the selection tool, we're going to mouse over the sizing handle at the center of the upper edge of the text frame. There. When the cursor changes to a double-sided arrow, click and hold and drag the frame down until it snaps to the margin guide. And ours was already there to begin with, so we don't really have to worry about that. And the same with the bottom. So if your margins aren't set to the actual guide, then you're going to want to go ahead and just make sure that this text frame is set over the margins. Step 15, drag the bottom edge of the text frame to snap to the bottom page margin, which we have already said to do. Step 16, to change the number of columns in the text frame, press Control B or Command B. Or you can also go to Object Text Frame Options. In the Text Frame Options dialog box, leave the columns drop-down set to fixed number, which is up here, and set the number of columns to 3. Okay, and this also refers to, what your grid is. Your grid and columns are very closely tied together for alignment of elements, etc. Okay, and then click OK to close the dialog. So now we can kind of see those grids. They're invisible, they won't print, or they won't be part of your layout when you go to export. So step 17, to set the default font of your document, click the pasteboard to select the text frame. To deselect the text frame, I'm sorry. Select the type tool and then choose Myriad Pro from the font family drop-down on the control panel. Mine automatically goes there. If yours doesn't, Go to the drop down. Set the font size to 12 point, and if necessary, set the font style to regular. Step 18. To reset the kerning of the basic paragraph style, go to Window, Styles, Paragraph Styles. Window, Styles, Paragraph Styles. Or you can click that also over here on your panel. That's the icon. Sometimes it's hard to get used to those icons, but you should start recognizing them now that you're in the upper level class. Okay, right click or control click the style name in the panel. So you want to make sure control click. Takes mine a minute. I don't have a ton of memory in here. And then and choose edit basic paragraph from the contextual menu. And then when the paragraph style options dialog opens, choose basic character formats, which is right here, second one down from the category list on the left. Choose optical from the kerning drop down. Click OK to close the dialog and complete the exercise. Okay, and that is how we worked with document presets and application preferences. Now I'll see you in the next video. Exercise 3.4 comes next.